So in today's video, I wanted to share with you something very important, very important, because what is happening right now, we know that in Mecca and also in Medina, Rasulullah SAW said that "Fala yakrabuha dajjalu wa ta'un," that in Mecca and Medina, in actually this hadith is talking about Medina, narrated by Anas ibn Malik. Rasulullah SAW said that Dajjal and Tu'anu basically means plague will not enter into Medina. So this is the hadith. Now we are seeing what is happening right now. SubhanAllah, in Saudi Arabia, if you take a look, in Saudi Arabia right now, situation is so bad. Not just in Saudi Arabia, but all over the world. Okay, all over the world, and we are seeing this situation is getting worse and worse every day. All the continents except Antarctica, all the other continents except Antarctica got this corona or COVID-19 virus. So this is a time, and subhanAllah, the qadr of Allah is such that today, what we are saying right now, dear brothers and sisters, do not take it for granted. Do not think this is an isolated incident. This is not. This is a global threat. This is part of the whole picture. And when I say the whole part of the whole picture, what I mean is that the climate change, the global warming that is talking about, the rising of the sea level, the tsunami, the earthquake, the killing, al-harj, Rasulullah said that the killing of people will increase at the end of time. So this is the whole picture, and part of it is this virus. Wallahi, the part of it is virus. What is also very interesting and very amazing, we talk about the coming of the Mahdi and the coming of the Dajjal and things like that, but we also at the same time have to see the picture, see the situation, observe the situation that is with us right now. We will be at some point okay with the coming of Dajjal and the coming of the Mahdi. Right now you might think, wow, this figures, they will have supernatural ability. And well, I mean, you sometimes even find it hard even to believe that Dajjal, a person like Dajjal exists, right? Or a man like the Mahdi will come, appear. And we see those things as something, a fantasy of a mind. This is sometimes how we, see these things. But subhanAllah, what is happening right now, just imagine before this virus broke out, and this is 100 times worse than SARS virus. So do not come and tell me, well, this happened in the past. No, the scale that it happened, the coronavirus, and happening right now is unmatched. Okay, it's unmatched. It's unparalleled to any other catastrophe that humanity has suffered. I should say humanity has suffered. This is unprecedented, unparalleled, and something very shocking. And we know what is so amazing is that no country these days, we have technology and everything, but no country is able to create a vaccine for it. SubhanAllah, this is amazing. The hadith that I wanted to mention to you, Rasulullah SAW, he mentioned about the Hajj. We now know that Saudi Arabia has, as I mentioned in the beginning, that you cannot go for Umrah or Hajj right now. If you are going there, actually, there was a guy, he wanted to board the plane, and it happened only a day ago, okay? This brother, he wanted to board the plane and go to Medina, I think Makkah and Medina, I'm not sure, but he was going to Saudi Arabia for the Umrah. And his flight was probably Mecca, I'm not sure again. His flight was canceled. And the guy said, you cannot go to Saudi Arabia for that purpose. So this is happening right now. And right now, the situation, as I said, if it is getting worse and worse, things will change, and they will have to take some drastic decisions I'm talking about the Saudi government, right? So if they are taking these drastic decisions, it could be one of the very unfortunate decisions, I should say, would be to tell the world, do not come to our country for Hajj this year. And dear brothers and sisters, if this virus is not going away anytime soon, we may see that coming. We may see that coming very soon. And wallahi, Rasulullah SAW, he mentioned that at the end of the time, and this hadith was, my ummah will perform Umrah and Hajj even when Ya'juj and Ma'juj will appear. And then he said that in the same hadith, Rasulullah SAW said, La taqumu as-sa'atu hatta, that the day of judgment will not be established until the people will abandon Hajj. Okay, they will not la yuhajjul bayt. Okay, they will not go to the Hajj for the pilgrimage. لا يحج البيت, that people will not go for Hajj, and this is one of the signs of the Day of Judgment. Rasulullah said that لا تقوم الساعة حتى لا يحج البيت, that the hour will not be established until people will abandon, or they will not go for Hajj. And dear ones and sisters, again, this is something we do not want to see. It means it's very unfortunate for us that Allah Azza wa Jal has decreed that we living today are not welcome to the house of Allah. You can blame the coronavirus, whatever you blame it, but at the end of the day, it is really up to Allah Azza wa Jal who will decide whether you will be able to go to Mecca or Medina or not. This is Allah, His decree. Okay, you may blame Chinese people or say, oh, they have this, coronavirus, they kill this, snake, or they eat the snake and this and that, or the bats, they eat everything they eat and they are responsible. It has nothing to do with the hadith. Then no, you're wrong. Because it is, at the end of the day, again, as I said, it's Allah Azza wa Jal who decided, or who will decide whether we'll be able to go for the Umrah and Hajj this year or not. So again, not a good thing. If we are not being able to be the Muslims, we need Allah's rahmah this time so much. We need it the most at this time. Without the rahmah of Allah Azza wa Jal, we are completely helpless. And given the situation right now is happening with the Muslims around the world, dear brothers and sisters, we need the Hajj. We need to go to the house of Allah, make dua for the Ummah. We need to go to Medina. We need to pray. We need to come close to Allah Azza wa Jal. But if Allah Azza wa Jal has decided, no, this is not the time for you, this is going to be a complete disaster spiritually. Okay, financially, people will be like, okay, so I don't have enough money, so this year I have an excuse. I'm not going to spend the money for Hajj. Okay, financially, you may be able to save some money by not going for Hajj, and I'm sure that you want to go for Hajj, but I'm just giving you an example that some people, they have this hard time, if you like. They don't want to really go for Hajj, but at the same time, they want to save some money. I'm not blaming you for that. What I'm trying to tell you is that it might help you financially, it might benefit you that way, but spiritually, it's a complete devastation. It's a complete breakdown. It's a complete shock for us, subhanallah. And if we are planning, especially if you're planning to go for Hajj, and all of a sudden we find out there is no Hajj this year, this is going to be a disaster. And we want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lift this disease from us. Make dua for the whole ummah. Keep remembering Allah Azza wa Jal, and also get informed about the Hajj and the virus that is happening. Be aware of what is happening in the world, and inshallah Allah will guide all of us, our heart. I have one comment here, Wazair. Walaikum assalam, brother Wazair. Inshallah, leave your comment in the comment section below. I'll see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.